mind. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes.
Hey yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the main knockout stage. This is gonna be the semi-finals.
Is to protect lives.
And yeah, we're gonna have Shinigami versus Xenagogue. Xenagogue. And on the left hand side we have Shinigami, on the right it's Xenagogue. Anyways, starting off with the bands, it's gonna be the Zushin, the Paquito, and the Hylos from the side of Xenagogue is gonna be the Ling, the Lolita, and the Nathan. Now Sky Guy on the side of Shinigami gonna start off with the Xborg. And so allows this allows a Xenagogue to go for these options like the Terizla and the Laoyi. I was actually gonna call it, but a step too late. So these heroes are good for bursting down Xborg's shield, right? Of course, we have the Laoyi with the yin yang reactions, those vacuums caused by her passive, to do a lot of damage to the Xborg, at least for the next, let's say, 8 minutes, depending on how well Shinigami does. And the Terizla as well, to just give him a little bit of a hard time in the lane. Now, on the side of Shinigami, we have the Lilia as well as the Julian that's picked up. So, of course, we know that the Lilia is going to the mid lane and the Julian is going to the jungle because, you know, they picked both at once. Julian usually can be flexed in the mid lane, but now we know for sure, right? Minotaur picked up by Super Salvi on the side of Xenagogue, and it's gonna be a Diggy ban followed up by Brody from the side of Shinigami. Now, Shinigami, they do need a roam and they need a marksman, so the Carmilla ban also makes sense. And for Xenagogue, they need a marksman and a jungler. So
I see lots of
we go for the Rojo, of course, a good ban since, you know, they can kind of flex it right now. So I'm really happy with this Rojo ban. Right now, Hayabusa is open. They have some good options right here. But they will go for the Zask, which will be in the goal lane. Shane will go for something probably a little bit long range and maybe goal lane dominant. Probably not a good idea to go like a Harrod, right? Because they already have 2 magic damage dealers, 2 magic damage cores. So that might be a little bit difficult. I think if I had to go marksman, I would definitely go like a carry right here. They do have the Terizla, the Minotaur as well. So I'm happy with the carry. But he will lock in the Claude just for that extra mobility, for the, you know, the Laoyi. And you can always micro yourself out of the Terizla and the Minotaur, of course. Also have the Purify to utilize as well. Crit Sun will go for the Florin. So the only problem is that Sky Guy is the only frontline, but we've seen them utilize this kind of draft before, right? Against Alpha Zeros, and it did take them some time, but they managed to get beefy. I mean, Alpha Zeros couldn't get pickoffs, couldn't isolate someone from the team because of this Florin. They would just be able to bounce back and sustain through. Xenagogue, no respect, will lock in the Leo mode, and that'll be the end of that draft. I mean, Leo mode might struggle against Lilia a little bit because of their slow, but it should be quite fine if he just is the follow-up on the Minotaur and the Terizla. So that's pretty good. I think for the side of... Wait, did I have it wrong right here? I think, yeah, I have... What's this? Okay, that's fine. Just have a look here. Oops. That's weird. Okay, should be fine. Right. Yeah, I think a good part of Shinigami's win condition is just relying on this Lilia. Okay, because she does a lot of damage, especially against these frontline heroes. Leo mode counts as one of them, right? Terizla, the Minotaur as well, and should be able to put Dizask as well as Lawi in a awkward position, and that's gonna be the pause coming through. Sun Eater is having some connectivity issues, and yeah, alright, let me just load everything in. Right. So yeah, that's for me the win condition for the side of Shinigami, just relying on the Lilia, on the Xbogue as well. It's kind of weird to me that they chose so many frontline heroes, even though the Xbogue was, picked up as first, right? So he can actually, probably not win in the lane against the Terizla. But in team fights, he's gonna be really valuable to just chunk out the Terizla, chunk out the Minotaur. Even when it comes to like the 10-minute mark, the Leo mode will have some trouble with the Xbogue as well. For the side of Xenagogue, I think, of course, they're gonna have to rely on the Laui to just start popping off straight after the first turtle, right? So they're gonna have to get the first turtle firstly, because they do have a bit more early game, I would say, with the Leo mode, with the Minotaur. Okay, so that's going to be another pause used up by Shinigami, because she isn't, Lilia isn't back yet. So for me, yeah, the Leo mode will be able to put pressure. Going to be difficult to kill the Minotaur as well. So even though there's a Floron on the side of Shinigami, she's not that equipped in the early game to actually sustain a prolonged team fight. On the other hand, however, we have the Xenagogue. We have 3 beefy heroes. Leo mode, high damage in the early game as well. Terizla also, and they have a Laui. So they need to get the first turtle and just make sure they kind of capitalize on their lead afterwards. And that's how they'll be able. They should end up finishing the game at around 15 minutes in. If not, then we're gonna have some issues with the Xbogue, with the Lilia, with the Florin as well. I think the Julian is there to kind of make sure that Shinigami survive the early game, the early phase of the game, but I don't think it's enough. I mean, Lilia also is a little bit of an early game hero, but still, it's two magic damage heroes that's actually going to be the core of this early game, which is easily stopped by, let's say, for example, a silent robe, right? So if I were these tanks, I mean, of course, Terizla is gonna go for the War Axe as his first item, but the Minotaur, instead of rushing the Flask of Oasis, which would make him squishy in the early game, he can actually just go for the Silence Robe and then rush the Flask of Oasis afterwards. So yeah, that's we're gonna be back in the game now. And let me just wonder if this. Okay, no, it doesn't. Just let me know if the audio is high enough. I think I'll just increase it on my side. Yeah, it should be fine. Alright, we have, of course, the side of Xenagogue just going for the Lethal Wanderer because they can. They do have the early game presence for it in the EXP lane. Xbox just gonna chill under his turret and be slow. And in the bottom lane, Zask gets picked off by the Julian, which is really good for the side of Shinigami. Now this allows the Claude to just farm up a little bit. Needs to be careful though with the yin yang reaction. Might just be able to get him, just misses out. Alright, no respect, looking for an opportunity. Might just go for the blue buff, but he needs to be careful. He'll just try, maybe wait for Kami Levi to actually use some skills. Actually, Kami Levi scouts him out and he will be forced to retreat. So there's a little bit of some wasted time for the side of no respect. And he probably is a level beneath Kami Levi right now. Terizla. Ooh. Penalty zone with the flicker, gonna miss out. Last Insanity in the back. Julian manages to get the retribution on the turret with no respect, taking quite low. Calls the X-Borg. And Sky Guy just trying to escape from there, as this is a win for the side of Shinigami. Kami Levi wants to go in, misses the immobilize, but manages to get the first skill off and touch of falls. So far, starting off well for the side of Shinigami. Of course, Captain Levi, it wasn't making any, wasn't landing his second skills, right, to drop the frog armor, and that's what allowed Xborg to have massive pressure on that turtle. Alright, so we're gonna see another pause. I do believe Shinigami has used up both their pauses, but it could be Xenagogue. Yeah, Xenagogue will have a pause right now. So it looks like the networks are down for Nigeria tonight. Unfortunately. Alright, but so, I mean, this is a very bad start for Xenagogue. They're gonna actually struggle to to do anything now. Like I said, the win condition for Xenagogue is that they need to win the early game straight from the first title, and since they didn't, they kind of need to somehow capitalize on mistakes that Shinigami makes. Probably get a kill off this Xborg, the Julian as well. And Claude, he is having a good time right now, putting a lot of pressure on the Zask. As you can see here, turret plating is pretty much almost completely destroyed. So that's what, gonna be almost 200 gold. Going over to Claude, and Tata gonna fall once again. And let's have a look at the items. So Claude already has the twin crossbow, building up for that Demon Hunter sword. Super Salvi gonna fall as well to Kami Levi. And yeah, so basically whatever I spoke about isn't going to happen. Of course, we have the silence robe for the Terizla, but honestly I wanted him to have the war axe just for that damage that Xenagogue is lacking in this early game. We're gonna have the diversion gonna come out in the bottom lane. I think Kami Levi and Sun Eaton know, so they're not gonna engage just as yet. So yeah, Flask of Oasis is gonna be prioritized by Minotaur, so this is a good opportunity for this Kami Levi on this Julian to just pick him off as much as he possibly wants, as long as the situation calls for it. No respect, gonna be zoned away from the turtle. A lot of damage going over onto him as he gets just taken out by Sky Guy. Unfortunately, he was alone there in the bottom lane though. Not seeing any trades. James went back for his gold cannon. And it's currently 6-0 for the side of Shinigami. I think Kami Levi wants a taste of this blue buff as well, but decides not to risk it and backs away. But look at the space that Shinigami has. Even though they have no turrets, but they have a 5,000 gold lead. Sky Guy just casually taking a bite of the buff that should be no respect. I'm not sure if it's having some connectivity issues, because that does look like... Okay, I mean, now if you're in the bottom lane, Julian... Sunny's still gonna get the kill though. Tata with the diversion to the bottom lane. We can have the Nightmare spawn come through, the Yin Yang reaction, but he's still gonna fall to Kami Levi, who just has so much damage right now with that Genius Wand. And of course the Florent to just sustain him all that while, but no respect on Sun Eater. Might grab a kill, but I think he might just fall. No, he's safely backed off. Crit stun also. So no respect, getting a good 2 kills, but will be taken down. Now, I mean, that's good enough. I think he could have definitely survived that. Yo, Bunny. Okay, he should be able to escape unless Shane wants to go for it, but doesn't have... Okay, now he has the Blazing Duet, but Bunny safely escaped, right? In the top lane though, we have Captain Levi. He doesn't have damage. Looking at the Xborg, he doesn't have the War Axe either, but does have the Immortality, so he's a beefy guy with 2 lives already. And Captain Levi feels the pain of that. I wonder what type of items. Okay, he's probably building a little bit of everything, looks like. Might be prioritizing some Dominance Ice to deal with the Florent to deal with the Xborg as well. Super Salvi still needs to be careful. I mean, He's taking poke damage from the Lilia and then finished off by the Julian. No Respect manages to get his red buff. Terizla forced to flicker under his tier 2 turret. Alright, Supercell will be taken quite low once again. He uses flicker out into the back, but Guy manages to get a kill, penalty zone, but he flickers out of there. Now Nightmare spawn, not having enough damage to deal with the members of Shinigami. We have No Respect with this Phantom Speed, I believe it's called. Yo, Blazing Jet into 3, manages to get a double kill. Captain Levi taken quite low once again as well. So this is free pass for Shinigami to take the tier 1 mid lane turret. That's gonna open the map so much for the side of Shinigami to just go ahead and snowball. I never expected Shinigami to actually snowball with this kind of draft, but they're making it work. Oh, Indian reaction onto Jane taken quite low, but nothing. A little bit of floor and heal won't help. Now, No Respect might just be looking for this Claude, but has no idea where he is. For the side of Xenagogue, they are 11,000 gold behind the side of Shinigami, who just took the Lord. Now, Sky Guy gonna be that just one guy. Is zoning No Respect off of his blue buff. Oh, Blazing Dread gonna come through, cancelled out by the Minoy Fury. Guy Frog armor is popped by the last insanity. No Respect gets taken out. 9 mag spawn, not able to dish out enough damage in front of this Florin. Captain Levi forced to flicker as well. Kami Levi tries to get Tata, won't be able to. He almost falls, but Tata is gonna get a lot of damage from Jane, Captain Levi as well. And now Shinigami, a lot of them are forced to disengage, but the Florin heal will come through. Keeps them in the fight for a little bit longer. No Respect trying to help his team a little bit here. Needs to go for the right target. Sky Guy won't have any problems. Kami Levi gonna go back. That'll be an inhibitor for the side of Shinigami, looking for a second one, and Shane goes in for a risky play. They'll still have the Purify, but they get the second inhibitor. Let's have another look at the items. We have Flask of Oasis secured by the Minotaur, followed up by the Radiant Armor, which is good, you know, for the Lilia, for the Julian as well. Needs to get a little bit more defense, so I suggest probably an Oracle, just for the extra magic defense. And Terizla, of course, I mean, he's beefy, but unfortunately won't be able to help in terms of damage stats, right? So his job there is to make a nice penalty zone for Tata to actually do some yin-yang reactions on it. And now Bunny manages to take away the red buff that Shinigami wanted to steal away, and he might just be building for Blood Wings or Holy Crystal right now, so his damage will be coming through soon enough. As for No Respect, I assume that's going to be Rose Gold Meteor, just to help with a little bit of his sustainability against that burst damage of Kami Levi. As for Tata, the glowing one secured, so that's the anti-heal, but as we know, the heal from the Florin ultimate, it removes anti-heal effects, and that's exactly what makes a really good support in this meta. Enhanced load secured for the side of Shinigami. which probably want to end on the next push. So as we can see, Claude is already stationed to deal with the minion wave on the bottom lane. Sky Guy as well with the minion wave at the top. So already we can see good wave synchronization from both teams. They're gonna hit at just almost around the same time. Bottom lane here, inhibitor gonna fall. That should make way for a siege on the base crystal. This is how they try to get out from Shinigami Fury, gets taken out by the Lilia, blazing duet in the back line. Gets a kill onto Bunny, started taken quite low. Captain Levi has forced to flicker out. Kami Levi almost falls to the Terizla, but Jane manages to end. Or maybe not Jane, but the Lilia, whoever it is. But yeah, Shinigami, game 1, secured. Alright, so remember how I was saying that Xenagogue will want to end this within 15 minutes. It's actually the snowball happened straight from the get-go with this Julian managing to get the turtle, the Sky Guy as well having a lot of presence at the turtle pit, and no good trades were made, unfortunately. So with this Julian pick, Shinigami managed to snowball all the way from the very first rotation, getting a kill onto Bunny, giving a good lane to the Claude, able to get him up faster, and you know, the rest is history. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and wait for the second game to come through, and just want to show you guys there is gonna be another giveaway of 269 diamonds. All you need to do is subscribe to the channel, send a picture of your subscription to the NMA Discord server on the Mobile Legends chat, and ping an admin, and you will be automatically entered for the giveaway. But in the meantime, while we wait for members to come through, stay tuned and just listen to some of our music.
Lay back and take your socks and shoes right off. That natural light is so damn polite, can make you feel just like you were young again. Standing underneath the rows of trees, I can see where the ocean meets the sky. Under our clothes, a fire grows. We are ready for this life of running wild. We're running wild. Underneath the rows of trees, I will see where the ocean meets the sky. Under your toes, a fire grows. You are ready for a different kind of life. Silent bold, the wind is cold. You must return to the wild. Silent bold, the wind is cold. You must return to the wild, 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 wild. The seasons come and go like thoughts of you. Like a wave returns to the sea, into the blue. They change but in a cycle that I can't lose. Each painful but delightful to live through. You came into my life just like a knife. another season. Maybe this time next year you'll reappear for no reason, but I'll cherish every day until you come my way this season. The seasons turn and change just like your mind. Like the sun gives into the moon, into the night. Time continues marching, it slowly crawls. With each new one starting, I recall you came into my life just like another season. Not for long, just a time, just like another season. Maybe this time next year you'll reappear for no reason, but I'll cherish every day until you come my way this season. Each time of year carries memories, like a never fading whisper in the breeze. Oh, we will keep on changing all over again. Yeah, we will keep on changing just like another season. Don't want another day without you by my side. Oh, this season. You came into my life just like another
Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the main knockout stage. It's gonna be the semi-finals, game 2, or match 2 rather, of Xenagogue versus Shinigami. Now, we already saw there's some kind of a little bit of plays,
than a weapon.
of course, making it for a win for Shinigami. A
A
big part of that was Julian, hence why it's banned out. But now for the side of Xenagogue and Zushin for Shinigami. Now, if you look in the respect bans, I do think that Xborg, they do like to pick up the Xborg on the side of Shinigami. So if Xenagogue wants to run like a fighter core, then they probably want to ban out the Xborg.
Still waters
Ling
run deep.
Your
will
team is banning.
make his exit
A punch for a
on
punch.
onto
Your
the ban
team is
section, as well as the Paquito. Might be looking still at the Xborg ban.
I will protect you.
Your team is banning.
Light me up and watch the world
Your team
burn!
is picking.
Alright, actually, Xborg gonna be banned out by Shinigami themselves, just to, I guess, make sure that Xenagogue doesn't pick it up on his first pick, but still, we have a lot of priority options. I think a good pickup will be the Roger, of course, to kind of flex its position. If not, I mean, this is Xenagogue, they do like the Laui,
I see lots
but
of
we
prey.
will see the
Your
Roger
team
being
is
locked
picking.
in.
It's time to go
And
to the
Tangiza
RD
goes
show
for
some
the
fun.
Lilia. Now, hopefully we don't see maybe a Roma being picked up right here. I think they can prioritize an EXP laner. Of course, the Terizla is open for Sky Guy. Have the Yuzong as well to work with, and that'll be the
Exorcist of the
Yuzong
dragon
going
spirit
over to
here.
the side of Shinigami.
My mission is to protect lives.
Okay, Hylos is a little bit of a weird pick here. As we know, Lilia, she does really good against these tanky frontliners, and Hylos, he is a hero that is quite chunky, and he does a lot of slow, but at the same time he's not exactly a fast hero, right? So he can still afford to prey to the Lilia. And we're gonna lock in for the Terizla as well. So we have, actually, it's gonna be the
I
Dairot
do what
just
I
to put some
want.
pressure on the lane against the Yuzong. Also, if I'm not mistaken, Shinigami might be the ones that like to pick up the Dairot in the jungle just to go for that early snowball. So that could be a denying the Dairot away from Shinigami as well. But still, even everything taken away, Dairot is still good in the lane against Yuzong. Good to deal with the
Minotaur.
Lilia as well,
We'll
and
finish
Kung
off
Fu
what was
Panda
left
will pick up the
undone.
Minotaur.
the
So
stars and
Your
seek
team
your
is
path.
banning.
if Dairot manages to get ahead, can definitely put work onto that Minotaur for, you know, quick pickoffs. But Laui gonna be banned out. There's a good ban since we do know that they need a
Time to drop
they
the
need a
beat of
mage
your
for the
feet.
side of
She's banning.
Xenagogue. Now, Joy gonna be
Pain
banned out.
is the
Brody
proof
as
that I'm
well.
still
Is
alive.
Can understand Brody pick a little bit. I think depends on what marksman they want to use, right? Because I feel like the Lilia should have no problems against the Brody. It does have the Purify the magic shoes as well. Yuzong does quite well against the Brody also. But like we said, you know, this Roger can be flexed to jungle,
It is in
Ozreal
despair
lane,
that I
Dyrot
see
to
the fondest
jungle or the
hopes.
EXP lane. So Xenagogue has successfully managed to make it a little bit difficult for Shinigami to draft around this, as the Nathan gonna be banned out for that, you know, late game insurance. So it does look like Xenagogue want to go for that early game dominance and finish it around the mid game, but they said, you know what, if that doesn't happen, if for some reason it goes to the late game, we don't have to deal
Your
with the
team
Nathan.
is picking.
Now Alpha gonna be picked up for the side of Kami
Hope will
Levi,
find a
just to
way,
deal, of course,
even when
with
all is
high
forlorn.
HP hero like Hylos. Managed to CC the Dyrot as well with the Spear of Alpha. Tata gonna use the Vexana in the mid lane, but we still might be looking for a jungler for the side of Xenagogue. For me, I would probably just use like an Akai. I feel like Xenagogue, they have more than enough damage, they just need a little bit more utility now. Akai could be good, even the Basha as well. I mean, the Basha is basically perfect right here because they have the Minotaur sustain hero, they have the Yuzong as well. sustain hero.
Traits.
Alpha also sustain hero, but Xenagogue K will go in for the Barats. Shane, I feel like he might just go for the Claude. I mean, the Moskov is open as well. The Moskov is quite good here. Does manage his lane against the Roger a little bit better, but at the same time, the carry is also a good option. They do have two very high HP heroes, the Dyrot as well. Kind of, if he has to go like this hybrid fighter build, more focus on
I've been
damage.
waiting for too long.
And yeah, so that's gonna be a carry for the side of Shinigami. So far, both drafts look pretty good. A good amount of CC from both teams. Of course, it's gonna be up to Xenagogue to see how they can play around the Minoan Fury, like the way that Shinigami did in the previous game, right? So they didn't have to do much in terms of scattering when the Minoan Fury hit. They just tanked it out because Minotaur couldn't survive through the entire Minoan Fury anyways. So we'll just have to see if Xenagogue can actually take this to the game 3, or if Shinigami will just keep it at 2-0 and call it a night.
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed!
Oh, oops. Alright, oh. Alright, so there will be Shinigami leading with 1 point. Okay, the initial wave cleared quite quickly in the first, in the mid lane. Sky Guy just waiting it out. No Respect is now level 2. Sky Guy won't get initiated upon by Dyrot. A little bit weird. Also kinda taking a few hits right there in the middle lane. Should be quite fine though as he retreats to go back to the base. Now, no respect. Doing quite a bit of damage to Sky Guy, but Sky Guy managing to sustain off of it. I still do believe that Yuzong can win against Dairoth once he reaches level 2. But of course, Dairoth also does have the Petrify. In top lane though, let's see some recall action. Oh, Kami Levi gonna be spotted out. That uses the Spear of Alpha and now Respect gets petrified. CC'd to death as Sun Isa picks up a kill, but Kung Fu Panda gonna get taken out as well. And it's EXP laner for Aroma. Of course, Sky Guy is available with the Black Dragon form. Gonna see him using it anytime now. Doesn't have the Petrify. Eternal God gonna come through onto Kami Levi. Retribution goes over actually to Kami Levi. Tata falls to Sky Guy. Nothing that Xenagogue can do onto the back line. Kung Fu Panda manages to come for the save. Super Selfie taken quite low. That was the strike. Manages to take out Kung Fu Panda. So that's a little bit of trades going between the two teams in the top lane though. Bunny taking a lot of damage from Jane. Now something I see coming too much from the Roger in the lane. We're forced to go back to base in the bottom lane though. Sky Guy, I'm not sure. Somehow he managed to get a kill onto the Dairoth. Make him a little bit more, how can I say, better in the laning phase. In the top lane though, Hylo's gonna get taken out with the Minori Fury. Bunny as well in a lot of danger from Kami Levi. And the turn as well, so I'm gonna come through. Kami Levi in a lot of danger, he gets taken out. And that'll be a 1-for-1, a jungler for Aroma. Doesn't manage to secure the EXP tab in the top lane though. Bunny struggling a little bit to Jane. If we have a look at the items just before the turtle comes through, actually Super Selfie on his own versus 3. Just buying some time for Xenagogue to take out Sky Guy. He didn't even use the Black Dragon form, but this should be an uncontested turtle for the side of Xenagogue. Yeah, let's have a quick look at the items as Xenagogue manages to secure the second turtle at least. We have the Fury Hammer locked in for Sky Guy. Is looking to build the Hunter Strike for that early game dominance, right? And just manages to get it right now. Jane putting a lot of pressure on the Roger. Like I said, not something we actually see too much. Roger losing a lane like this. And Kung Fu Panda taking quite low with Vixana, Super Salvi as well. Yeah, Jane just being super aggressive in the lane phase. We'll have to flicker out though as he got slowed. Xenagogue gonna come through as well. Spear of Alpha gonna miss out, but they do make a trade. Bunny in a lot of danger as well. Minori Fury gonna come through. Flicker used up as well. Kami Levi falls to the Vixana. So it's a 2-for-2. Of course, I feel like it kind of goes towards in the bottom lane, Sky Guy manages to get a kill onto No Respect. Very close call though. Yeah, okay, now it definitely falls over to Shinigami, right? Because they do make a better trade. once the alpha starts to get his items, I feel like Xenagogue might start to struggle with that true damage coming in. He does already have the War Axe, might be looking for a Hunter Strike afterwards, or even a Malefic Roar, or even the Sea Halberd, right? Thunderbolt secured for carry as first item, just making it a little bit chunky in the early game as well. Turtle gonna be started up by Xenagogue. Might have okay, Nina really comes through, but us manages to get the turtle with the retribution. The bonus welcome gonna come through, stuns up the members of Shinigami. Kami Levi on his own won't be able to survive as Bunny claims a kill. And Sun Eater backed away, nice and safe under his turret. No respect, just gonna cut lane just for some faster rotations. Tier 1 turret in the top lane going to fall. A lot of pressure on the EXT lane as well. Guy forced to retreat under his tier 2 turret. And now there should be an easy tier 1 turret for the side of Xenagogue. In the bottom lane, Jane wants to make a little bit of a trade. Teammates of Shinigami here to help him. Tata will need to be careful. Kami Levi is still in the middle lane. Tata doing a lot of damage onto the carry. Now members of Shinigami are forced to disengage. Returns welcome onto the Minotaur. He's gonna fall quite quickly, but in the middle lane, of course, we have No Respect trying to save the tier 1 in the middle lane, but falls unfortunately due to the 2v1. Black Dragon Form gonna go on to Tata. Flickers away into safety, but I feel like Bunny might just fall here to the Yuzong Sky Guy as well. A fall to the Barats. I think if we have a quick look at the builds, Sky Guy doesn't have the War Axe secured just as yet. It does have the Dominance Ice though. Gonna see a pause coming through. I'm not sure which team actually paused it, but yeah, in the meantime, of course, we're gonna have the glowing wand secured by Tata, so that's just a little bit of anti-heal to deal with these sustain from the side of Shinigami. Alright, gonna go back into the game right now. Yeah. So having a look at the items, we have the War Axe and the Windtalker secured for this Roger. Might not go for the Sky Piercers, and it's not really a snowball game for this Roger. Not having the best game so far. I have the Flask of Oasis secured for the Minotaur. Carry looking to build Sea Halberd, it looks like. So I'm not gonna go for the Demon Hunter Sword just yet. Or maybe he will. I think that's the correct option to go for right now. Need the carry to start popping off to deal with these tanky targets. And another look at the build. Genius Wand coming through for Lilia. Just prioritizing a little bit more utility for this early game. And side are taking some poke damage as Xenagogue gonna start up his Lord. The Sky Guy wants to go in from the back. Black Dragon form gonna be used. Okay, Super Selfie taken quite low. Might fall to Sky Guy Petrify as well with the Dragon Tail. As Super Selfie falls. Kills Tata as well. And a good bonus welcome. Sums up basically 3 or 4 members of Shinigami. And able to make trades off the kills that were made a little bit earlier. Bunny with a double kill. And yeah, that's a good a trade going to the side of Xenagogue right now. It was a 3 for 4. Lord will be reset, but slow push in the top lane. Xenagogue will have to go and deal with that, as we can see the Roger already on his way. I feel like it's prime time for Shinigami to actually make a pick off. Abyssal Strike gonna miss completely, but Hylos doesn't have his ultimate to work with, and that's a bit, I guess, good for Shinigami. Bunny being quite careful. And the members of Shinigami was tossed out. Sunny's gonna be forced to use the magic shoes. Super Selfie in a dangerous situation will use his ultimate, Black Dragon form with the chase. The Thorn's welcome gonna come through, and now Sky Guy will fall to Tata. Dairoth gonna fall as well, but after taking Kung Fu Panda out of the picture, so now it's a 3 versus 4. Magic Shoes gonna be popped once again. Bunny in a lot of danger. Flicker gonna come through by Shane. Manages to get a kill onto Bunny. Sun Eater taken quite low. Will fall to Tata. No, it's 3 for 1. Still in the favor of Xenagogue, but they won't be able to do much with this because I don't think the Baras can deal with the Lord on his own. Okay, no. The Enhanced Lord will be going over to the side of Xenagogue. Xenagogue doing a good job of maintaining the goal lead, just taking better trades on every team fight that they do. A huge part of that is, I think, Sky Guy just overextending a bit too much and getting picked off, and then the Donors Welcome making good crowd control onto groups of, onto Shinigami when they group up, so. Yeah, Super Selfie. I mean, he just basically 1v3 the side of Xenagogue. And they look to try and get an inhibitor in the bottom lane. Come Levi manages to make quick work of that Enhanced Lord. This push is kind of wasted, but they do get a tier 1 in the mid lane to kind of even things out on the playing field. Now, Xenagogue actually leading with turrets. Goal lead just over to about 3,000, almost 4. The Shinigami, they need to be careful that it doesn't extend further than this, at least at this point of the game. Otherwise it might just be a little bit tough to come back into. I mean, of course, regardless of that, I think Xenagogue might have a little bit of a tough chance, how can I say, a job to actually do a base siege, since Shinigami, they have really good base defense, right? They have the Minotaur, they have the Black Dragon form to kind of zone members of Xenagogue away from pushing with the Lord. They have the Lilia for that wave clear, the carry as well. So if Shinigami plays the cards right, it will be a tough base for Xenagogue to crack open. Okay, early Purify by Sun Eater, Magic Shoes as well gonna be used up. Levi taking a little bit of poke damage from Tata. And now in the bottom lane, no respect there to create a little bit of a slow push. But this could be chance for Shinigami to actually force an engage, right? I think Sky Guy is just gonna back away, manage the waves. Kung Fu Panda taking a bit of damage. Actually, looking for an engage. Kung Fu Panda taken out before he even manages to complete the Minoya Fury. The throne is welcome onto Kami Levi. Super Selfie gets taken out by the carry. As well as no respect. Kami Levi with the Spirit of Alpha. Jane on his own. Bunny gets petrified. That'll be a double kill for Jane. Looking for more. Tata able to use crowd control on the Sky Guy, but neither teams will force an engage right now. Of course, Yuzong just creating a slow push in that bottom lane. Darot, as soon as he comes through, he's gonna have to deal with that wave and then go on towards the Lord. Kung Fu Panda is giving some information on the whereabouts of this jungler of Xenagogue. Okay, this should be the time for Shinigami to actually force an engage. And Cyrus moving the bottom lane. Kung Fu Panda uses the Minoy Fury with the flicker. Eternal Guard gonna come through. Super Salvi gets taken out. The zone is welcome, but the Purify and Magic Shoes by Sun Eater and K might just fall here. But no respect, they're gonna come through. Abyssal Strike gonna take out Kami Levi. Black Dragon form on the back. Bunny uses the Purify, won't be able to escape though. No respect, has the Rose Gold Meteor trying to get a kill, but a lot of DOT from Sky Guy. No respect will fall as well. 3 members left for the side of Shinigami, 2 for the side of Xenagogue. They do have the minions to deal with. I don't think they're gonna go on the Lord right now. The Super Selfie will have time to respawn. A lot of resources used up for both teams. But Xenagogue, they do still have the jungler with the retribution. The Titan is welcome as well, so they might just be able to get this Lord. So they'll just play around it. Super Salvi zoning the likes of Jane. Needs to be careful with that. Now this is another opportunity for Shinigami to force and engage very soon. Kung Fu Panda taking a lot of damage once again from Tata. We have the slow push in the bottom lane, so Shinigami, they need to be patient with this. Super Salvi wants to go on the back line, gets stopped off. Sky Guy in the back line, the is welcome, gonna come through. He does have the immortality. Spirit of Alpha goes on to Jane. Super Salvi gets taken out. Abyssal Strike Fox to immortality for Kami Levi. No respect. And taken down by Jane. Now Sky Guy still doing a lot of pressure in the back line. Cake gonna get taken out. Winter Crown used by Tata. Now Sky Guy taking way too many turret shots. That'll be 3 members going down from Xenagogue and not a single soul for Shinigami. So this is a really good team fight, and this is basically a free Lord, right? And they managed to get a tier 1 turret in the bottom lane as well due to a slow push. But yeah, now Shinigami with the lead does have the enhanced load as well. It could be a luminous load, I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. It might just be a luminous load. But this, yeah, I mean, the only tier 2 turret is in the bottom lane. Sky Guy, Jane doing a good job of sinking these lanes. At the very least, they'll get an inhibitor turret or two. Another Black Dragon form should come through any time now to just zone off the enemies. Xenagogue goes on to 2. Kami Levi. No, Minoi Fury. No, pop on to 2. No respect is taken down by Shane. And now the zone is welcome. But it's done. The turret should be going down now. And it does. Numbers of Shinigami just locked down their base.
Victory!
And Shinigami take the series 2-0. A lot of things that went wrong for Xenagogue, especially that last team fight where they weren't able to make any trades, and that left Shinigami to take a Lord for free, and not much to say about that. Anyways, let's have a quick look at the statistics. Tata doing a lot of damage right there. Super Zalvi tanking a lot as well. And no respect with the off-lane push, but of course, I think that it could have been played. This draft could have won for sure. Could have been played a little bit better, especially from the side of no respect. Trying to go on these backline heroes, forcing the Lilia to use the magic shoes. The Shane, of course, didn't even need to build a Wind of Nature, right? So you already know that you're not putting enough pressure on the backline, especially with the Roger as well, that can easily go there. But yeah, there'll be GG's going over to the side of Xenagogue, and that'll be all for tonight. So subscribe to the channel, leave a like, click the notification bell so you're notified when we go